Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Hero House Reviews. Today we're going to be doing Vinnie from Nacelle's Biker Mice from Mars new releases, I guess. Nacelle, am I saying that right? Nacelle? I'm not sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to be doing these guys one by one, but I'm just having you this initial visual so you can see how they stack up height-wise. So if you want to see how they all look next to each other, this is probably the video to come back to. But as you can see, we've got Vinnie, who's the smallest, we've got Throttle, who's the middle, and Moto, who is by far the largest. They're beautiful figures, straight up. I'm just going to say, like, looking at them, the aesthetic is amazing. Each character, I think, has a unique body sculpt, which is phenomenal. They didn't reuse it. Moto is huge. The paintwork is, for the most part, really, really nice. Some of the joints have been painted over, which not great. And the paint does chip though, so you can move them. Accessories-wise, they come with loads of accessories, and just if you can get them for a decent price. I mean, I saw these in Denmark, and they were going for like £65 each, which is exorbitant. But then I got all three off AliExpress for a similar price. So if you can get them for that like $20, $30 range, definitely worth it. Yeah, I guess this will just serve as an intro to the next series of videos. But for now, we're going to be focusing on Vinnie, so let me just sort that out, one sec. Alright, so here we have Vinnie by himself. When I was a kid, Vinnie was my favourite of the Biker Mice from Mars. I can't really remember why, like my memories of the show itself are quite blurry, but I just remember that it was sick, and I very much enjoyed it. And just something about Vinnie's aesthetic really caught me. I like the fact that, it was a kid show, but we had, like, war veterans as the main characters. I mean, he's got his nice face covering to hide his scars, which is sculpted on. It's a bit raised. The paintwork's not amazing, but it is painted a different color, and yeah, is sculpted. So that's quite nice. His antennae pop. He's got his little earrings done in. The chest piece looks fantastic. It's a loose floating piece as well. His scarf is loose, so you could take that off if you wished. The belt is also a loose piece. Interesting choice. But also nicely painted. He's got his studs. His tail is just a soft plastic. It doesn't pose as far as I'm aware. Maybe it does. Maybe it does, but I'm not going to push it. But it's a soft plastic. It's not going to get in the way. In fact, I think if you get him into a dynamic pose, the tail actually helps him balance quite a bit. Yeah, you can have his legs splayed out, and not splayed out. The legs a bit spread, but not in a creepy way. And the tail really helps him balance. So I like that. It's in no way inhibiting his movement. Articulation-wise, you've got a nice ball joint on the head that gives you loads of movement. Through 360. You can get some attitude in there. Whoa, that's great. You've got a nice diaphragm joint that gives you that much, that much. It's not an ugly gap when you go back either. It's just pure ab. Like, man, these guys are jacked. Did not remember the Biker Mice from Mars being quite so hench. No butterfly joint, but, I don't mind it. I don't mind that. Your arms will get to 90 quite easily. You've got a very, very effective double joint that gets you... Ooh, bit of a paint smear there, that's unfortunate. Bit of a double jointed elbow there, so you've got more than 90 degrees. Wrist is on a hinge. Got some nice movement going all over. Accessories-wise, he comes with lots of hands as well, which is always pleasant. Ugh. Now, here's what I'm talking about with the paint. If you can see the joints in there, the paint is peeled off. It's most noticeable on Vinnie. Don't know why, but yeah, his paint around that area is not bueno. And, ugh. Splits, can go out that far, can come that far forward. Can't go back at all. Got a thigh swivel, it's going to give you 360. Got a very good double jointed knee. That's so smooth. That's the smoothest knee joint I've ever encountered in terms of just moving. Weird observation, but that's what it is. Foot can go down only that much. Can go up that much. And then you've got quite a nice rocker. But again, that tail means you can pose him, and he just stays right out the gate. I think that's all the articulation you need, especially for a figure that I think, when it's correctly priced, is only 20 to 30 quid. That's fantastic. And the level of accessories you'll see in the pictures, he's got a crowbar, he's got a hot dog, he's got extra hands, he's got 2 extra heads, he's got his gun, he's got a bigger, cooler gun that's like a clamping thing. Yeah, you'll see in the pictures. But otherwise, I'm stoked by this guy. I mean, for the price you've got, these seem like really lovely figures. There are some paint issues to be aware of. The articulation isn't perfect. You don't have that butterfly joint. And I don't think there is any shin swivel, or if there is, I can't get it to happen. I don't want to stress it in case it breaks. But for what they are, I love these guys. He's got some paint missing. My Vinnie's the worst in terms of the paint. Hopefully you would get a better one. But yeah, so just be aware there are paint issues. For this figure, the paint issues are going to bump it down to a 4.5. But if not for those paint problems, I would have given this a 5 easily. Height-wise, he's the shortest of the mice. But here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends. You can see they scale together very well. I do not remember the bike mice being quite so hench, but the musculature in these guys is gorgeous in how it's been sculpted. Yeah, fantastic. 4.5 out of 5. Let's dive into the pictures and wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, we have loads more content, Hero House, Figure Fights, Top 10 lists, the Wreckers, just loads to enjoy. So please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again. Thanks for your time and all the best. Bye.